more children that are vaccinated, the less likely this disease will be around to therefore be spread. Okay, so the next viral infection is HIV. HIV. So HIV is spread via sexual contact through bodily fluids. So with HIV then, what happens is you would get flu-like symptoms at first. So you may think that you've got the flu, but these symptoms would eventually go away. So you might not think anything more of it. But HIV actually lies dormant. So it doesn't, you don't see it or feel it doing anything, but actually behind the scenes, what it's doing is attacking your immune system, but you wouldn't know it. So attacking your immune system, and your immune system is your body's defense. So your your body is getting weaker, and this is over 10 years, and then you might eventually find out that you've got HIV. So it's attacking your immune system. So there's no cure for HIV. However, HIV can be controlled with antiretroviral drugs which stop the virus replicating. Okay, so the next viral infection is a plant virus. So because plants also get viral infections and bacterial infections too. So this one is called the tobacco Mosaic virus. So this only happens in plants, like I said, and what happens is the symptoms are that you get a mosaic pattern on the leaves. So if you're not sure what a mosaic pattern is, so there's a leaf. Mosaic pattern is like just patches really, like that on the leaf, and part of the leaves become discoloured. So if the leaf is becoming discoloured, it means the chloroplasts or chlorophyll are being damaged, so therefore you have reduced photosynthesis. And plant growth is affected, or plant growth is reduced. Okay, so there's another plant disease that you need to know, but it's not actually bacterial or viral. This plant disease is a fungal disease. So they're still under the term pathogen, but it's just a different type of pathogen. So this fungal disease is called rose black spot, and it only occurs with roses. And what happens is you get purple or black spots forming on the leaves. So again, the leaves could become discoloured, usually yellow, and they drop off, so they die and they drop off. So again, if the chloroplasts are damaged, it means reduced photosynthesis and reduced plant growth. So So with this then, you can actually use fungicides. So fungicides are just sprays. You know, you might have heard of like pesticides. Pesticides are sprays that kill pests. Fungicides are sprays that kill a fungus. So these are sprayed all over the leaves in order to kill this fungal disease. So the last example that you need to know is malaria. So malaria is caused by another type of pathogen called a protist. And a protist is just a tiny single-celled eukaryote. So it's very, very small. And if you remember, I mentioned earlier, malaria is carried by a vector known as a mosquito. So the mosquito isn't infected itself, but it's just carrying the malaria. So what happens is the symptoms are that you get repeating episodes of fever, which can be very, very dangerous, and you would need to go to hospital. So in order to try and reduce or prevent you getting malaria, you could use mosquito nets. So maybe if you've gone on holiday, you might have slept with mosquito nets around you. You might have used bug spray to keep the mosquitoes away. And also you can use insecticides. So just like fungicides is a spray that kills fungus, insecticides is a spray that kills insects. So those are the examples that you need to learn. I know there's a lot of information. It might seem quite overwhelming, that like there's a lot of symptoms to learn, but if you just take it step by step, so learn all the bacterial ones first, then learn the viral ones, then learn the fungus one, and then learn this protist one, and just keep going over them, it will be absolutely fine.